Shalom, shalom. Before I get started, first off, foremost, I must give all honor, praises, glory, and respect to our Heavenly Father, His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. The way Yahweh Shem Yahshai forgive me spirit through this lesson. I must give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for the mighty, mighty work that they do, and also mighty shalom to the hopeful like watching out there. Shalom. This brother now come back to another quick lesson from GMS Camp Gary, Indiana. I'll come back to another live lesson because we live in 2026 where it's all up in the mix. And hopefully this video will be edifying to the hopeful like watching out there. Um, there is, there's a lot of people be wondering like, what's the point of all this? Why is all this happening? What's going on? Well, that's the will of the Lord, baby. And that's understanding what the will of the Lord is, okay? And the only ones who really understand truly are his men. The men who are serving Yahweh Shem Yahshai with truth and in spirit, okay, with sincerity, all right? The ones who have been sighing and crying for all the abominations that have been done in the midst of them. The one who is not will not bow the knee to Baal, okay? The one who the Lord is going to lift up as a standard when our enemy comes in like a flood, okay? The one who will be kept from the hour of temptation, all right? The ones who the ones who have obtained this knowledge and understanding, okay? And they are the election, all right? The 144,000 prophesying prophets, the prophets of doom, and 1/3 Israel, okay? The believers, men, women, and children, all right? And, okay, we're the only ones that are going to get it. We're the only ones who have received the message, okay, that the Lord told and is telling us, all right, through his scriptures, through his mighty word, all right. And we know that the devil is in charge, all right. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, okay. Esau, Edom, that wicked devil, that dirty bastard, okay. And his goal, his main objective is to micro C to the hip, 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 microchip, okay, everybody, all right, on the face of this earth. So he can have total control, total dominion, okay, world domination, all right, via this chip, this AI interface chip, okay, that's going to be inserted inside of you. So it can track, trace, and control your every move. Because in this micro C to the hip, it has your bank, it's going to have your bank accounts, your money, all right, your financial, what do you call it? Your health status, all your health information, okay? It's going to be able to know your heartbeat, what you thinking, okay? It's even going to be able to control your mind and give you thoughts, all right? You're going to be able to unlock doors, okay? Access vehicles, all right? And, and so-called it's going to have a fake cure, okay, for certain illnesses and diseases, okay? And that's their solution to the problem that they've created because they created this problem for us. All right. This is why we're suffering because the wicked are in charge. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. Are we rejoicing? No, we're miserable. But the latter part of the scripture, when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn. We're mourning. Okay, we're all everybody. Everybody is complaining about the state of which our world is in. Okay, and supposedly we're coming up on the 250th year starting tomorrow. And most enterprises, most um, regimes, most empires, okay, only last about 250 years. And Esau's time is up, and they know it because they know they have but a short time. So what they're gonna do? They're gonna come down with great wrath. They're about to bring the noise, and I believe it starts tomorrow. Okay, not saying that anything's gonna pop off tomorrow. It may, hopefully, Yahweh willing, so we can get this ball rolling. Okay, because Esau is a freaking gradualistic procrastinator, boy. He will gradualize everything to the death, boy. you know, because he's so strategic and meticulous when it comes to him having control. All right, and he's also very sloppy. Okay, and he just does the same thing over and over again. He uses the same trick up his sleeve with repetition, and it doesn't matter how many times he uses it, the people still eat it up. Because if one thing failed, all they're gonna do is just bring another right behind it. Okay, then they'll bring a weather event, using weather manipulation. All right, but regardless, they know what time it is, and they know their time is up. So they know that they about to bring the noise. So that's why you gotta be prepared. You gotta be ready. But without further ado, we about to hit these scriptures. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 13, and verse 16. Okay, and he's creating this image. All right, this beast system. Okay, that he wants the entire world to worship after him. Okay, like he is God. All right, under one religion. Okay, Satanism. Okay, having that you believe that you can worship anybody except the Most High, yourself and Him. Okay, mainly Him, because he's an egotistical maniac. All right, and it states, and he calls it all. The so-called elite bankers, okay, the ones who are in charge, the so-called Illuminati. All right, gonna cause the whole world to do what? Both small and great, don't matter what status you are. If you're a little peon, or if you're a celebrity, or if if you got money, it don't matter. Okay, don't matter what status or stature. Rich and poor. Like I said, if you balling or if you broke. Okay. Free and bond. If you in the FEMA camp or you a pilgrim on the earth. Okay, in the wilderness, wherever. All right, or if you locked up in prison. Okay. They said the prison they trying to get all the prisoners to receive the chip already. Have you heard that? Have you heard that? Okay. To receive a mark in their right hand, a charagma, okay, a stitching, all right, a so-called tattoo, all right, a micro C to the hip, hip, hip. It's going to be inserted inside of you, okay. And like I said before, it's going to have all that information on it, and then your name is going to be turned into a number, okay, in their right hand or in their foreheads, okay. Or it's gonna be inside you, your hand, your arm, your left hand, right hand, mainly right hand. But a lot of people gonna say, "But I got it in my left hand." But that doesn't mean that it says right hand. I got it in my shoulder. It said right hand. It don't matter, long as it's inside of you, nigga. Okay, and or brain chip, your forehead, okay? Neuralink, all right? China's coming up with something too. I can't remember what it's called, but they got it already, and people are already lining up for it. Cause it's June. Oh, wait a minute. Nope, it's July, baby. Okay, so hey, time is moving, baby. Time is ticking. All right, cause these days are shortened for the elect's sake. All right, so it ain't too much more time that we have before we know it. That comprehensive cyber attack is gonna happen. Lights gonna go out, power gonna go out. Everything's gonna be out of order, and it's gonna be chaos. And that's when they go bring in that martial to the law, baby. All right. And then all the rest of the prophecies are gonna start unfolding one after another. Okay. Verse 17. And that no man might buy or sell, say he that had the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name, baby. We know that number is 666, baby. Okay. Um, you ain't gonna be able to buy or sell nothing. All right. This is gonna be the new income. This is gonna be the new way of transactions. Okay. First, we're gonna go into bartering. Okay. We're gonna be trading stuff, but then once they come up with the solution and the chip is made mandatory, yeah, all that ain't gonna exist no more. Okay. Um, it's gonna be all about that incision. All right. This is a book of Revelation, chapter 2, verse 10. Fear none of those things which thou was rare lady Howard speaking slightly. Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Don't be afraid of what we will have to go through. Okay. It's good. We coming in some scary times. All right. Perilous times. Okay. That's why we have to walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. We're living in pure evil times, okay? And it's just going to be worse, all right? Evils and only evils and more evils, all right? Greater evils shall come, okay? This is nothing, all right? Just wait till it's kicked onto the max, all right? The max level, man. You think it's something now, just wait till then. Okay? But don't be afraid. Because if you serving your how about Shimmy Shai with truth and sincerity, okay, the Lord will protect you. Okay? No matter if even this happens. Behold, the devil shall cast some, and it says some in different letters, some of you into prison, okay? Some of us are gonna be putting on FEMA caps and we're gonna have to suffer there. Okay, but it doesn't matter. The Lord is still with us even there. Okay, the Lord got us regardless of whatever and wherever we gonna be at. Okay, or what we gonna be doing. That ye might be tried. You're gonna be tried while you're in there. Okay, they're gonna be trying you to get you to see that chip. They're gonna be trying you to eat a whole bunch of abominations and freaking digital food. Okay, they're gonna try to get you to kill yourself. All right, you're gonna be tormented in there. But it's all right, the Lord got you. Don't worry about it. And ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Okay, we're going to have to go through it. 10 days. And that represents completion. It could be, you know, 10 days. It can be a few days. It can, however long the Lord decide He going to keep you in there, that's how long you're going to be in there. Okay? Whether they got to freaking chop your head off or whatever. Okay? With a guillotine. Be thou faithful unto death. Be faithful unto death. All right. Don't give up faith. Don't give up hope. Okay. Don't give up. Period. All right. Now and then. Okay. Because this is what it's all about. All right. Your faith. All right. This is why we're trying to build up our faith in Yahweh Shemel Shai now. So in that time, We'll have so much faith built up and stacked up that will be what? Unmovable and unshakable, baby. Okay? And I will give thee a crown of life. All right, the Lord's going to give us that crown of life, okay? We're going to have the victory, all right? And that is salvation in the kingdom of heaven, okay? That's where we want to be delivered, all right? This is the book of Revelation, chapter 3, verse 10. Red letter, how shall I speak it again? Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, because we endured to the end, we kept the faith, and we kept doing what we have to do, what the Lord told us to do in this period of time and leading up to that time, okay? I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation. The Lord's going to put the spirit on us, all right, to not receive that mark, to resist at all costs, even unto death, baby, okay? Which shall come upon all the world. It's going to try everybody, okay? So it ain't no rapture. You ain't going to get raptured out of it and be safe. No. We're all going to have to go through the tribulation period, okay? To try them that dwell upon the earth. All right. Behold, I come quickly. The Lord's coming back quickly. And he always says suddenly, okay? Like a thief in the night, baby. Okay? For those who ain't been watching. Hold that fast which thou hast. Hold on to this truth, okay? Hold on to Yahweh Shem Shai. The Lord told us to cleave unto him. Seek him 10 times more. Okay? This truth has to be everything for us. All right? Everything. Okay? It's bigger than anything that we're doing in our lives right now. Okay? That no man take thy crown. Don't let this devil take your victory. Okay? Don't let the devil take your golden ticket into the kingdom of heaven. Don't let yourself do it. Okay? Don't let your family do it. Your kids, your woman. All right? Your family, your friends. All right? Nobody. Let nobody take that crown. Okay? We doing this to the end. We never giving up, and we're not gonna be persuaded by anybody or anything. All right, we're gonna be focused. Okay, having that tunnel vision, and because we understand what's coming. Okay, at the end of the tunnel, and that's the light, baby. Okay, that's the kingdom of heaven. That's what we're doing this for. All right, and we're not gonna let anything deter us from that, from a finish line. All right. Okay, and but so the Lord's gonna have his gonna be saved from that time, all right, and not receive the mark. But this was gonna happen to all the people who just, who let go of the plow, who couldn't wait, okay, who was impatient, who was hungry. I had to feed my family, my wife, my kids kept saying starving, we're starving. Who was too scared to stand up, all right, against evil, all right, who was not faithful unto death, and they received the mark of the beast, all right. This is what happened. This is the book of Revelation, chapter 14, in verse 9. It states, and the third angel followed them, saying with a loud voice, if any man worship the beast in his image, any of you worship this system, okay, then you're going to receive the mark for sure, okay, and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, all right, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh, which is poured out without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. Okay, you're gonna be tormented in front of the righteous. Okay, in front of the remnant. All right, the ones who did not receive the mark. Okay, and in the presence of Yahweh Shai. All right, and we're gonna be watching. All right, from the sea of glass. Okay, through the sea of glass. All right, through them chariots. All right, the destruction of this place. Okay, the destruction of the wicked, and all the ones who did not remain faithful. Okay, y'all gonna get destroyed by fire. All right, thus saith the Lord. All right, so that's the end game. That's the end goal. Okay, that's what they're trying to achieve. All right, but it's up to you to withstand that. Okay, to resist at all costs. Do not take the micro C to the hip. Okay, even if it may cost you your life or your family's life, your children's life, regardless of the repercussion, regardless of the repercussion, you resist at all costs, baby. Okay? Yeah, how willing the Lord will give you the spirit to do so. Because He's going to have to, because it's going to be so detrimental, so, man, so crazy in that time. Man, you may not have eaten in a day or two. Okay? And that time, it's going to be a lot not eating in a day or two. All right? But the Lord's going to put the spirit on you to resist. All right? And so this is why you have to serve your how about Shemel Shai now. Okay? Is it not? You're doomed, baby. You have no choice. I mean, you have no hope, no faith, baby. Okay? You're doomed. And all you're going to see, man, is that fire. And you're going to feel it in your spirit. Okay? And that's something that, trust me, it sounds as bad as it sounds, as they say. It's as bad as it sounds, okay? But with that, we'll give all honor, praises, glory, and respect to our Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash. Why Yahweh Hashem Yahshai gave me a spirit through this lesson must give double honor to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone for the mighty work they do, and also mighty shalom to the whole flag watch out there. Shalom. Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, Bahashem Katash,